Welcome everyone to today's episode of Crypto News Alerts. In today's show, Analyst puts Bitcoin price at $30,000 next month with a breakout due. Quoting the Analyst, Michaël Poppe, within 2 to 3 weeks, Bitcoin will break out significantly. My take is to the upside. My guess is probably $30,000. And now for a fun fact, Bitcoin's hash rate has risen 181% since the bottom of the China mining ban crash. And quoting Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, one day you will wake up and see Bitcoin at 21,000 without any important news or event. The next week, Bitcoin 24,000, then 30,000. Some will say it's a bull trap. Others realize the bear market is over and the next bull market has started. And quoting Plan C, I personally think there is a low probability, less than 10%, that we will ever see a $10,000 Bitcoin price again. However, if somehow we do get to 10,000 Bitcoin, what an opportunity that would be to get a high probability and relatively safe 10 to 50x by 2030. Send it. Now check this out. There is a new prime minister in the UK, unelected by the British people. He didn't give a single debate, interview, or statement about what his program is. All we know is that he is stinking rich from Goldman Sachs and worked for Goldman Sachs, but hey, he is the first non-white prime minister. Also like to point out that he is very heavily promoting CBDCs, which is the work of the devil. Just point out the obvious. Also in today's show, Twitter reportedly building a crypto wallet prototype, which will allow for crypto deposits and withdrawals. Let's go Elon Musk. Also in today's show, Polygon MATIC is close on the $1 level after the recent breakout. I'll be breaking down the latest chart analysis, and we'll also be discussing crypto veteran Arthur Hayes says that most will miss out on the Bitcoin opportunity and explains why. That's right. In a new interview with Crypto Banter, he says Bitcoin should be adopted by the masses as a means to protect one's wealth from various threats. But in reality, he says only a small percentage of the population will actually do so. Also in today's show, top crypto analyst predicts an 825% rally for top Ethereum competitor on the back of rapid adoption. We're talking about Solana. Invest Answers says that the smart contract platform could be the fuel that sends Solana back to its all-time high of $260. Also in today's show, analysts who called the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse predicts an explosive rally for the King crypto, but there is a catch. That's right, he sees Bitcoin breaking out to $25,000 before the end of the year, followed by a long drawn out half a year long bottoming with a $30,000 rally in April of next year. I'll be breaking this down for you, and we'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. With that being shared, I want to welcome everyone just tuning in to today's episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and this is podcast episode number 1085 of the Crypto News Alerts pod. And what is so exciting today, Bitcoin finally made a move to the upside. We have been stuck and stagnant around 19.2, 19.3. It seems like every single day for the past week, but today we're back above 19,800, and it looks like Bitcoin is looking to test that critical $20,000 psychological resistance. So let's freaking go. With that being shared, once again, welcome everyone just tuning in. Let's dive right into today's market watch, and let's start with Coin 360, taking a look at the overall crypto market, and then we're gonna move on to Coin Market Cap. Then we use crypto bubbles and the crypto greed and fear index. So as you can see here, all the major cryptos are currently pumping and in the green. We even have Ethereum up over 4% for the day, back above 1,400. We haven't seen a 1,400 plus Ethereum price in quite some time. You can see Bitcoin up 2%, trading above 19,700. BNB pumping as well, up over 2.5%, trading above $281. The only major crypto actually in the red today is XRP, but barely in the red, but still trading above 45.6 cents. While Solana, Polkadot, Avalanche, and the rest of the crypto market is pumping and in the green. And checking out the overall coinmarketcap.com, you can see the crypto market cap is pumping. Trading at $952 billion, looking to retest that critical $1 trillion milestone with over $50 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The current Bitcoin dominance is 39.8%, with the Ether dominance at 18.1%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Toncoin leading the pack, up 9%, trading at $1.52, followed by Algorand up almost 9%, trading just under 34 cents, followed by Axie Infinity up about 7%, trading just above $9. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, you can see Clay up over 40%. We got Hobby token up 22%. We got Ton up 21%. And Hex up about 21%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 20 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 22, last week a 22, and last month a 24 in extreme fear, as we have been stuck in fear and extreme fear for the bulk of this year. But maybe tomorrow that will update and maybe take us back to greed. Let's see. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD bought a freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. So there you have it. Welcome everyone just tuning in. Today is October 25th, 2022. And as you can see, we finally got some price action movement for the King Crypto this morning, currently trading at around $19,800. But without further ado, let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis, as Michaël Poppe is predicting a $30,000 Bitcoin price within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Send it. That's right. Bitcoin will break out significantly in the next month with an upside target of $30,000, which is the latest prediction from crypto analyst Michaël Poppe. In a tweet on October 25th, Poppe joined a growing number of analysts delivering bullish Bitcoin price forecasts. Bitcoin is currently marked by a distinct lack of volatility, but signs are flowing in that the sideways trend is due for a major shakeup. Hopefully, it continues to the upside. The Bitcoin's Bollinger Bands versus the NASDAQ are the tightest in history. Popular analyst Tech Dev and others have confirmed in recent days this is all but guaranteeing an explosive move to come. Quoting them here, price versus the NASDAQ peaked at Bitcoin's last impulse top in April 2021 and has been consolidating during the 1.5-year correction, he wrote as a part of the commentary. And he shares here, expect upside break and strong Bitcoin outperformance soon. And for Poppe, the upside potential is a more attractive bet than further bearish behavior, with Bitcoin set to add as much as 35% in the coming weeks. As he shares here on Crypto Twitter, within 2 to 3 weeks, Bitcoin will break out significantly. My take is to the upside. My guess is probably $30,000. Let's freaking go. Now, such a breakout would surpass the relief rally target from popular pundit Crypto Capo. This being in place for months and set at $21,000. And prior to the Wall Street trading beginning, however, he acknowledged that the $21,000 zone may appear this week. Quoting him here, market looking good for the last leg up. Higher highs and higher lows on the low time frame, and demand being moved up. He tweeted, now setting out his own bull case for the King Crypto. Meanwhile, on-chain analytics firm Glassnode placed the focus on long-term hodlers as well as exchange buyers. Exchanges are seeing significant amounts of Bitcoin leave their books, while hodlers are intent on not selling. Where my long-term hodlers at? Make some noise in the comments below. It explained this week, as reported by Cointelegraph, quoting them here, the bull case takes a view on the hodlers of last resort, whereby the supply flows out of the exchanges and into hodlers' wallets is at an all-time high. It was mentioned in the latest edition of Glassnode's weekly newsletter, and they also point out here, despite being small in relative number, the conviction of Bitcoin's diehard believers is unshaken, and their balance continues to grow through thick and thin. So there you have it. And the longer term perspectives on Bitcoin have remained lofty, with a $2 million prediction by 2028 coming this month, which I did share here on the show. And now for a fun fact, Bitcoin's hash rate has literally risen 181% since the bottom of the China mining ban crash. And quoting Plan B, one day you wake up and see Bitcoin at 21,000 without any important news or event. The next week, Bitcoin's at 24,000, then 30,000. Some will say it's a bull trap. Others realize the bear market is over and the next bull market has started. And as Plan C shares here, I personally think there is a low probability of less than 10% we'll ever see a 10,000 Bitcoin again. However, if somehow we do get to 10,000 BTC, what an opportunity that would be to get a high probability and relatively safe 10 to 50x by 2030. I love that he points that out with a potential 10 to 50x, which is a great upside potential. And as I mentioned, there's a new prime minister in the UK. Is this guy right here? He is a Goldman Sachs backed guy, and unfortunately, he represents Wall Street and he doesn't represent the people. I just like to point out the obvious. I also like to point out that this dude is heavily promoting CBDCs and they're trying to make it seem like he is crypto friendly. He is not crypto friendly whatsoever. CBDCs are here to destroy crypto as we know it. Central bank digital currencies are programmable digital dollars at the end of the day, which get no respect from me. I will not be promoting CBDCs. And in fact, CBDCs are the opposite of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it represents enslavement of humanity, while Bitcoin represents sovereignty. So it's very important we call this guy out on his shenanigans, and let's not adopt these CBDCs and embrace them, even if they try to force us to use them. Let's just speak the truth out about them, and let's just be pro-Bitcoin to the end, because pro-Bitcoin allows you to stack your sats and have that sovereignty and freedom for you and your family in the future, whereas if we embrace CBDCs and we let the powers that be have this control over humanity, there's no telling the fate for humanity. So I like to remain optimistic personally, and if we didn't have Bitcoin, I wouldn't be so optimistic. So I'm just grateful for Satoshi at the end of the day. Welcome everyone just tuning in. We have a lot to cover, so let's just continue diving into our next story of the day, and let's discuss this Twitter wallet protocol, which has been developed, which is interesting, as we all know that Elon Musk is taking over Twitter. So check it out. Twitter is continuing its push to be a Web3 frontrunner this week, according to reports first surfaced and established by software front-end developer Jane Wong. A new Web3-based crypto wallet is in the works for the social media company. Let's go. Let's look at what we know in the early hours of these reports and what Twitter could be rolling out in the future. So here's what we do know. Wong's first mentioning of the product came via Twitter midday on Monday. Quoting her here, Twitter is working on a wallet prototype that supports crypto deposits as well as withdrawals, as she shared there, and there have been no official confirmations or mentionings from the social media company on the matters, but as Wong notes, the wallet is expected to support deposits and withdrawals, but initial token support is unclear, and as many other details. Accordingly, there is no timetable around when we could hear any confirmation on the surrounding details, but it would not surprise me whatsoever that they develop a wallet that supports Bitcoin. Just throwing it out there. Screw Dogecoin. Twitter has made a concerted effort to be present in crypto followings, with the lead behind the co-founder and CEO Jack Dorsey that has been continued by the current CEO, Ara Gugwal, as Dorsey subsequently moved on to the fintech firm Block. That's right. So here's from a macro perspective. The rumors come during the tumultuous time for the company, with a potential incoming buyout led by Elon in the close-in horizon and a hefty dose of debate surrounding it. Twitter, of course, has sought crypto engagement through means like hexagonal profile pics for NFT hodlers. However, social media pursuits have rarely mounted substantial success thus far, though recent projects like Reddit's avatar NFT integration have performed well. What happened to NFTs? Remember those? Meanwhile, crypto wallets have been broadly seen as an area of opportunity for blockchains, but rarely for social media platforms. Legacy social media platform Meta, formerly known as Facebook, chopped its largely unsuccessful Navi project in the recent months after roughly a year of activity. That came after similar projects like Diem, which was branded as Libra, fell to similar demise. Elsewhere, crypto veterans have largely turned to the simplicity and efficiency of MetaMask for hot wallets, but not without unmet consumer demands in areas across both utility and aesthetics. Now, Twitter's wallet development is confirmed, or if confirmed, should not be too surprising, but time will tell if Twitter can prove that it's not about just being the first to market. So there you have it. Are you pretty stoked that Twitter is developing their own wallet? I think major tech companies around the world are going to do this, including all the major phones from Apple, Google, etc. Why wouldn't they all have a standard crypto wallet, considering that crypto is the future of money? In fact, so it's happening, only a matter of time. I wouldn't be surprised if all the major social networks at the end of the day will eventually adopt crypto wallets and capabilities to move around cryptocurrency as well. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's just going to help on usher in mass adoption. With that being shared, now I want to break down our next story of the day and do some technical analysis when it comes to Polygon / MATIC. This is an altcoin, which is a layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum blockchain, which allows them to scale without the outrageous gas fees. I have been bullish on this particular alt for quite some time here on the show for that reason, because it has a real legitimate use case. And now this crypto has been pumping. It's now trading at almost $1. And we even had people like Warren Buffett who are now extremely bullish on this altcoin. So let's break it down and let me know in the comments below how many of you are currently holding on to MATIC or currently bullish on this cryptocurrency. Holla at your boy in the comments below. With that being shared, let's break out this technical analysis. The recent advance in layer 2 scaling tool Polygon MATIC token has raised the scope for a continued rally to $1. The last level seen 2 months ago. That's the message from technical analysts studying the price chart patterns to gauge an asset's future moves. MATIC jumped over 12 12% to almost 90 cents last week, establishing a firm foothold above the widely tracked 200-day simple moving average, a barometer for the long-term trend. And according to data sourced from charting platform TradingView, the price crossing above the 200-day simple moving average represents a positive shift in momentum. Now, MATIC is currently the 12th largest crypto in the world, also top the MATIC cloud, a collection of lines displaying momentum and trends in one, and analysts consider crossovers above or below the cloud as early signs of a bullish or bearish trend change. Quoting them here, Polygon has cleared the daily cloud resistance and the 200-day moving average in a short bullish development, said Katie Stockton, the founder and managing partner at a technical analysis research firm, Fairlead Strategies. She said in the email, the breakout reflects positive short-term momentum, which should fuel follow-through, targeting the next resistance near $1. If that level is cleared, the secondary resistance is near $1.31. She added, which you can see here in this chart. Now let's break down the MATIC breakdown for the past 2-month downtrend. MATIC recently broke above a trend line connecting to the August and September highs, confirming the bullish breakout. MATIC has made a very bullish move, getting above the downtrend since August, something that has not been seen yet in Bitcoin and Ethereum, as pointed out by Mark Newton, the head of technical strategy at FS Insight, said in a market update published on October 20th, quoting him here, "This is a bullish move, and anything above 86 cents likely gets up to 95 cents, if not $1.05. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this analysis. Now, MATIC's convincing move above the descending trend line is in stark contrast to the dull price action in the crypto bear markets, such as for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both cryptos haven't cleared these bearish trend lines, and according to Stockton, Bitcoin needs to see 2 consecutive daily closes above the 50-day simple moving average of 19,600 to confirm a short-term bullish bias. Well, guess what? We have Bitcoin finally breaking out and doing some action here today, as you can see on your screen, with the Bitcoin price trading at around $19,800 at the time of this recording, which is absolutely a great sign. And now let's break down our next story of the day and discuss the one and only Arthur Hayes, who is the co-founder of one of the largest crypto exchanges for derivatives, BitMEX, but I think FTX has obviously taken that over. But with that being shared, let's dive right into our next story of the day. Crypto veteran Arthur Hayes says that most will miss out on Bitcoin opportunity and breaks down why. In a new interview with Crypto Banter, Hayes says that in theory, Bitcoin should be adopted by the masses as a means to protect one's wealth from various threats. But in reality, he says only a small percentage of the population will actually do so, quoting him here. In practice, most people try to get out too late. It's kind of like the gates are already closed, and then you realize you need Bitcoin. It's like the Russian oligarchs who thought they were rich, and then their whole country got sanctioned, and then all the nice things they had were no longer theirs anymore. The time to buy Bitcoin was last month, not today. So most people will not get out of it. They'll get financially repressed. They'll be stuck into their systems. And there will be a small minority who understand this idea. And that small amount of money of a big pot, I think, is going to flow into some of these assets like gold and Bitcoin and other things that can be moved around that are not someone else's liability. Very bold words coming from Arthur Hayes, aka Purple Hayes, Crypto Hayes. Hayes says that even if Bitcoin does not witness massive global adoption, its value can still rise significantly. However, he says he worries that most people will not be able to see Bitcoin's true value until the opportunity has passed. Quoting him here, does that mean that Bitcoin can go up a lot? Yes, and on a longer term sort of risk on, risk off scenario in terms of if you have access to your money or not, the thing I worry about is if people don't catch on to this narrative early enough, it's just too late because you're waiting until the obvious signs of, oh, now I get it. When you are sitting there and you're like, I want to move my money and I can't because it's in a banking system. There is a new rule. I can't move it. Oh, there's Bitcoin. It makes sense now. Oh, that's why they are talking about this. Sorry, it is too late. That's what I worry about. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Arthur Hayes. That can be a major concern that most people will eventually come to the conclusion they need Bitcoin, but it will be too late for them to transfer their fiat trash into the King Crypto. Let me know in the comments below. And to watch this video he did entitled The Next Big Trade, check the show notes below the video in the description. With that being shared, now let's break down our next story of the day and discuss a potential 825% rally for Ethereum competitor Solana, according to Invest Answers. And I'd love to know, before I even break down this story, how many of you are currently hodling Solana? Let me know in the comments below. How many of you are bullish on Solana versus bearish? Holla at your boy. With that being shared, here we go. Now let's break down this next story of the day. Here we go. Popular crypto analyst is predicting an exponential rally for one of Ethereum's biggest competitors. The anonymous host of Invest Answers tells his 444,000 YouTube subs that a rapid adoption of smart contract platform Solana could be the fuel that sends Solana back to its all-time high of $260. Quoting him here, I believe considering that Solana trades at less than 1/16th of the market cap of Ethereum, but it is widely adopted and does a lot less transactions, I think it's a screaming value, and I do believe it'll at least go 20% of ETH's market cap in the very near future. And as the market rebounds, I believe Bitcoin will rebound first, Ethereum second, and then once these things run, the money will transfer from the runners to the ones that haven't run yet, and that'll be Solana, and then that could get very high and could be an 825% return. So basically, you're only making 3x the money investing in Solana than you are with Ethereum, but it's riskier, and that's where we are. Does it have a chance of going back to its all-time high of $260 plus? The answer is I believe so. If they continue to execute, if they get out of the mainnet beta, if they have no more outages, they solve all of their problems, the adoption should continue. But there is competition, and we do have new names sucking the oxygen out of the room, like Aptos, which is APT, which I believe is a part of the reason for the weakness in the layer ones last week, the so-called soul killer. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Invest Answers that Solana can potentially pump from here, literally 825% and return to new all-time highs. Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. And now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Let's discuss another $30,000 Bitcoin price prediction. I already shared with you beginning in the show that Poppe is predicting $30,000 for the King crypto within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Well, here is another analyst by the name of Dave the Wave who is expecting a $30,000 price action as well, but with a twist. Here we go. Synonymous trader Dave the Wave shares a chart with his 128,000 Twitter followers that shows Bitcoin beginning a move upward starting next month and surge into the $25,000 range before the end of the year. Quoting him here on crypto Twitter, technically this is on the cards, which would equate to a half a year long bottoming range. Please don't say so. Although the crypto strategist expects Bitcoin to rally soon, he sees Bitcoin immediately correcting all the way back down to 19,000 after the King crypto hits his target. Once the pullback is over, Dave the Wave predicts that Bitcoin will rally above $30,000 by April of next year to end the 6-month bottoming period. And quoting him again here, feels like forever, but this bottoming process on the basis of the logarithmic growth curve is commensurate with before a less pronounced macro Bitcoin bottom and top explicable on the basis of a maturing market, longer term momentum moving up. So there you have it. And the analyst also shares a chart indicating that Bitcoin's dominance could rebound, though he cautions traders to take it with a grain of salt. Quoting him here, updated Fibonacci extension from a month back. Take Bitcoin dominance with a grain of salt due to the heavy component of stables for those projecting/predicting the action of alts onto it. Now the Bitcoin dominance chart shows how much of the entire crypto market cap belongs to Bitcoin. And if we take a look at coin market cap right now for the latest data, I think we're close to 40%. We're at 39.8% at the time of this recording for the Bitcoin market cap. A bullish Bitcoin dominance chart suggests that Bitcoin is outperforming other crypto assets. Now, Bitcoin remains more than 72% down from its all-time high of more than 69,000, which was hit literally a year ago in November of 2021. So there you have it. What are your thoughts surrounding this $30,000 Bitcoin price prediction? Let me know in the comments right down below. I feel that 30,000 is inevitable. Will we see 30,000 before the end of the year? Who knows? I mean, Poppe is calling for it. I hope he is correct, but I would not be surprised as well if the other scenario comes true and we continue to trade sideways for a prolonged period of time as we're still in a bear market. Believe it or not, this is still a crypto winter. What kicks off the next bull rally is the halving, which is set to occur in 2024. So we may see some very bullish price action leading up to 2024 and 2023, which can potentially take us to $150,000 as per Credible Crypto, which I have shared his analysis and prediction previously here on the show. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below.